Let's take a look now at race 2. This is a maiden juvenile plate, and talk to Darren Burrows about what's going on at Hollywood at Scottsville today in terms of the first leg of the bipart. And I can give you some sort of indication, Darren, that in the first leg of the bipart, it's 9-2 the field. Robbie Hill's got the early favourite on the Friday. That was number 8, Mountains of the Moon. But I would imagine the betting will change quite a bit all the way up to race time.
Wide open race, Clyde. Arverni Princess does interest me. Both her starts up the straight. She was running on very strongly at the finish, suggesting 1500 is going to be ideal. The draw is the only concern. Green Light Legend, I thought that was good improvement over 1400 last time out. Numbers 2, 3, and 4 all come out of that secret identity form line where 4 direct winners came out of there. They should be competitive. And number 8, Mountains of the Moon, should be thereabouts. But the 12 is the value place bet.
Okay. Place bet about Arverni Prince is basically what Darren's recommending, although it is open. Mr. Marie, your view?
I don't know if I should open my mouth over here, Clyde.
Why?
Because Darren says I'm going out the first leg of the bipart.
Why? What are you doing?
He doesn't like my horse, number 5, Lady Canton.
Well, yes, that's right. Lady Canton, you like Laf's horse, yeah.
I'm bankering a
10 to 1
shot, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's either that or I put 6 or 7 runners, Clyde. I don't know what to say. But
what does your firm cost?
Sure. You're asking me now. What
okay,
was
we'll check it now. It'll come up
32 Rand. I'm not.
So if you go out the first leg, you'll get money back anyway, won't you?
Get money back from Betway.
From the 6% on the
back,
tote.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
Clyde,
but we want to. Can we take the 10 to 1? This was Lady Canton that you're talking about.
I would have a small nibble, cover my win stake with a place. She's much better than her later start, Clyde. And she's even better than her penultimate start. She got tight on that outside running rail when it finally opened enough for her to gain some confidence. She closed that race off extremely well. So for me, I'm hoping she gets closer to the pace this time round. And I'm certainly hoping and praying that she finishes in the top 2.
Okay, well, let's hope and pray that she does finish in the top 2 for Darryl. We'll have a look at what he recommends in his bipart now. Here's the play. Banker 5 by 1, 4, 7, 12, by 1, 4, 5, 7, 10, by 10 and 11, by Banker 10, by 3 and 7. That bipart costs 80 Rand. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Let's talk now about the next race on the card, which is a place accumulator race 3 over the mile. And this was Rapidash, who I would have thought would be good enough to run a place, at least for PAs anyway, is priced up at 5-2, Darryl. Are you any intentions on bankering or using that?
No, I didn't banker him, Clyde. Certainly give him a winning chance, and I do believe he's going to love the step up in trip. He's damn one over 2,000 meters. He's just got a tricky draw to contend with. He's a lightly raced juvenile. Let's see if he gets that luck in running that he needs to end up in the winner's enclosure. You like his chances, you have to respect number 7, Down by the River. He's better off and he cracks a slightly better draw. What's your take on Professor Lupin? Are you done with him?
Disappointing.
One more chance?
Disappointing. For Rakesh's sake, one more chance. Absolutely.
One more chance.
Maybe the extra, will make the difference. I don't know.
Yeah, could
but,
potentially.
I know that they fancied this horse very, very much last time.
Maybe if he doesn't produce now, I really think he's going to get the unkindest cuts of all. And because he's certainly not delivering what they expect from him.
Yeah.
And then Josephine's Pride. I think he ran above expectations on debut. He started 75-1, but maybe he's got ability. I went wide. I'm gonna survive.
Okay, the 2, if you don't know, is out. It's not running. Scratch the 2. Let's take a look at place accumulators now, guys, and have a look at what that looks like. Just Darren Burrows, of course. Sorry, I beg your pardon, Darren. We'll get your view immediately. What's your take on the 3rd?
Clyde, I give Rapidash a big chance. I was impressed with the way he turned it on last time out over the 1200, and he's going to appreciate the extra on pedigree. Bristol Hercules. Now, this horse was, they expected a big run on debut. I know he started at 16-1, but he paid 1 Rand a place on the tote. There was a lot of support on the tote for the placings, and he ran 3rd to Dreamland. Professor Lupin and Josephine's Pride, nothing between them on form. The race doesn't stop there, though.
Okay, so there's a Trudy. that has been picked up by Darren in the terms of number 11, Bristol Hercules. Watch out for that. Darryl's got his PA worked out as 14712 in the first leg, by 1457 and 10, by banker 10 by banker 10, then 3 and 7, then 3, 5, 6 and 7, and the last leg 4 and 7. That PA cost 320 Rand. Okay, well, it's pick six time now at Hollywood Bet Scottsville. Darren Burrows has got it worked out for us. Paul Gatsby's dominating the market with both of his runners in full of magic number 4 and the 5, Sea of Tears. I say dominating, but they are betting 4-1 the field. The other one at 4-1 was number 10, James's Vision from Michael Roberts' stable. Darren, first leg, and Sean Terry's got Lady Greensleeves, who hasn't run for quite a long time, but got Richard Ferree on. So Darren, first leg of the pick six, what's the plan?
Very tricky, Clyde. Lady Greensleeves had over a year off the track, but Richard Ferree takes the ride. Full of magic and James Vision. There's nothing between them on form. Sea of Tears having her 18th run in the maiden, but has to be included. I'm actually leaning towards Kian's Pride on that good last run, and the form line stood up nicely.
Okay, well, that's number 7 on the card, Kian's Pride. It's something like 20-1 in the market early Friday. Darren's found for us.
20-1.
Yeah, you can get 20-1.
Sure.
Expecting it to be shorter.
Yeah, that's a big
Also
price.
part of your play.
Yeah, I mean, that form line has been frank. Like Darren said, knockout, Bitcoin Babies won from there. Yeah, Clyde, I think the form on offer is not of a high quality or standard. So I've played wide. The obvious inclusions are Sea of Tears and Full of Magic. And Jane's Vision. Just for the wider play, Clyde, have a look at number 1, Willow Creek. She has had her excuses recently. Go back to her second start. She's not too far behind Full of Magic. Nice inclusion for trifectas and quartets.
Okay. Let's put up the pick sixes now and take a look at what the plan is around race number 4, which, if you are taking one, be sure to be on by 1:15. 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 15. In the first leg, by banker 10 in the second leg. So Darren will be hoping that Plaza Record runs the best race of its life and wins. Then 10 and 16, and then a whole lot of horses by 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 at the back. So that perm, if you look at it, you can spend, entirely up to you guys. 48 Rand, 100 Rand, depends what percent you want really. 10% is 480, and that's the whole plan. Of course, if you do take the pick six with Betway, one way or the other, whatever happens on your spend, you're going to get 6% back at the end of the month. Thanks, guys. That's the pick six for today. Let's talk about the pick six banker of the day. This horse, Plaza Record, number 10 on the card, had one run, put up a very good run. They backed it first time out, Darren, as if it was going to, go on and win the race. They fancied it very, very strongly. Connections may be disappointed that it didn't deliver, but I suppose, every now and then, horses that make their debuts, inexperience is a big factor, but perhaps with the run under the belt, it's hard to beat.
Definitely, Clyde. On debut, I wouldn't say inexperience beat him, but he was over racing around the bend, and I knew that he was not going to find extra the final 100. That was his undoing. I'm just hoping back up the straight that he settles. If he settles, I think he'll win by 3-4 lengths going away. If he doesn't settle, then we've got a problem. But with the run under the belt, he should have calmed down. I think he'll win.
Okay. Thank you for that. Think it'll win. You, Daryl?
His reputation certainly suggests that he's gonna go through the divisions, Clyde. And I have no doubt in a few months' time that if he doesn't win today, he's gonna be by far the best horse to come out of this race. Just I have my doubts because of his inexperience. He's going to Scottsville. It is a tricky track. We have seen it be the undoing of a lot of fancied runners over the years. Benny in the area now, he at Scottsville over the 1200 put his best race or his best effort to date, by far, of his career over this course and distance. He's going to strip a lot fitter. I know that the stable have a line because in his penultimate start, he was beaten by a musket-trained individual. But I'm just saying, if the favourite does fluff his lines once again, I think Benny in the area of the race, or the balance of the race runners, could be the right one.
Okay.
Now, on that occasion, Clyde, he finished 7 lengths clear of the balance of the field. So he's going to be very fit, and he's going to be the one that Plaza Accord has to go and fetch.
Worry about. Okay, so that's interesting. Daryl's making it a 2-horse race. Let's see what the play is for us now. We're going on to first jackpots, and Darren's worked out that he's bankering the 10. Daryl's a little concerned about the 11. By 10 and 16, then 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, and 14 in the third leg. And then the last leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for 160 Rand. Welcome back, everybody. Time now to have a look at race number 6. It's a maiden plate. It's over 1,200 meters. In this event, in regards to what you want to do around this race, Master Josh is top of the boards. Alison Wright trains it for with Muzieni on board now. It's 7-2. Second choice, number 16, This Is What It Means, who's at 9-2. And number 13, Gorgeous Guys, trading at 11-2 or 6-1. You can get 6-1, 7-1 or better about the others, Daryl. Let's talk about the favourite, Master Josh. Only had one run for Alison Wright, eh? And I think, did you fancy it on that occasion?
We did fancy it, Clyde, but if you listen to the pre-race interview with Alison, she didn't give the green light, Clyde. She said this horse has had an interrupted preparation. She just didn't want to tell Dees, you know what, go have a
have a
punt.
bet. Yeah.
I'm saying to the viewers out there, go have a punt today.
No.
Sunday.
Interesting, because, yeah.
Clyde, this horse, I know he's had his chances. Trust me, he's been very, very unlucky. Not on one occasion, not on two, numerous times. I expect him to win. I expect him to win a few.
Okay, we'll watch that very
closely. So for me, Clyde, I'm all in.
All in at 7-2. Because the punters took the 2-1 last time. I think the horse started 7-10. But you're saying Alison was a bit hesitant, so it all makes sense.
She's had some extra time with him now. He's gonna set the record straight, and he's gonna get the chocolates for us.
There's lots of value at 7-2, is what you're saying, Mr. Burrows. Would you agree with that statement?
I do agree. Clyde is my clear-cut first choice. Last time out, I think the 14 after a break just caught him out at the end of the race, where the horse nabbed him on the line. He's run off the likes of Monty and half a length and a couple of other decent sorts. He shouldn't be a maiden. I can't believe he's still a maiden after 10 starts, but surely this is the right type of race to get his confidence going. The danger I made, This Is What It Means. I was very impressed with his debut, flying up late. And then he raced a bit awkwardly in his last two starts. They've gelded him, and Richard Fourie takes the ride. So I make it a 2-horse race between 10 and 16.
Yeah, it's interesting because Richard Fourie rode Master Josh, so he'll know exactly where he stands, I guess. In this race, Darren has recommended that we play it safe and go with exactas 10 and 16. Daryl Marie, on the other hand, says he's taking all the 7-2 about Master Josh. Here's a handicap at the 69 level. It's over 1,200 meters in the 7th race on the card. It's time for a second jackpot opportunity, Daryl. And number 3, Tiz Magic, is top of the boards. They bet 8-1 the field. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen that for quite a long time. But 8-1 the field. I'd imagine you're going field, yeah, right?
If I had your budget, I would be going field.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
2 horses, 3 and 7 for me. Tiz Magic. Much stronger handling in the irons this time around, Clyde. She's actually, on occasion, putting in a really good effort in open company. She's against the fillies. I think this is the right type of race for her. And then Chelsea Blue, Clyde, lightly raced. I think last time out she was overdoing it. Penultimate start, she was in need of that outing. I don't believe we've seen the best of her yet. So, in a tricky event, I'm not going to sit here and say it's a 2-horse race. I'm just going to sit here and say I've narrowed it down to 2 horses because it is a field event and I didn't want to go field. So, 7 from 3 in that order.
Okay. All right, well, Chelsea Blue's an interesting choice. Darren, your side?
Clyde, this horse Cinnamon Blush interests me a lot. You know, she has improved with racing. When she broke her maiden in a very weak lineup, I thought she was going to struggle after that. And her last run, she was flying home. Another stride she would have got up to beat Shanta's Pride. You've got to give horses like Palm Breeze a chance. She's a course and distance specialist. She's never missed the money over this course and distance. And a horse racing off her last winning mark is a little bit naughty. I think she's going to show a lot of improvement.
Okay, well, it is a second jackpot. And whilst we look at Darren's jackpot, Daryl, have you got any shrewdies in the jackpot that you want to include? And what would you bank in your jackpot while the guys take Darren's jackpot down? What would your play be?
I can actually rubber stamp his banker at the back, Clyde Aberdeen. I think on paper he certainly looks the right one. You can put a line through his later starts. I just hope that he sees out the extra. And then I like a bit of Stingray and Captain's Christie in race 9, numbers 4 and 7.
4 and 7, and both of them are in Darren's jackpot as well. Aberdeen will shout Daryl Daniels home in the last. Thanks for watching, everybody. The Waiter to Win show.